Time now for us to talk business, talk agriculture. It's supposed to be the mainstay of our economy, but there's so much of it that a lot of people are not aware of. We have the state chairman of Federation of Agricultural Commodity Association of Nigeria, Facan, with me. I'd like to thank Nahoro Ojefo. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
We also have with us Omorogbe Joseph, who is the secretary of Facan. Thank you for joining us on the program. Okay, let's quickly look at what are the potentials of agriculture in terms of export for Nigeria and revenue for Nigeria, then in line with the vision of Facan.
The first, we as a country, we are just singing the chorus of agriculture, while other people are doing the business of agriculture. First, we must be intentional about anything about agriculture, because agriculture is it's a business of its own. It's not a social program. It's not a poverty alleviation program. If you check the history of our export between 2019 to 2020, the oilseed products have dominated almost close to half a trillion. Now, if we can put effort intentionally and do our identification, I believe Nigeria will rise up from this whole mess. Already now, cocoa is already hitting about 109 billion, generated, the revenue generated. Sesame seed is going to 111 billion as at 2019. So cocoa, cashew nut is coming around 50 to 38. Before it was 38, now it's already hitting up to 50 billion, annually. So these are some of the products that are viable. So the question is, are we still relying on our Adamic history about agriculture, both as a country and as a state? Or are we still trying to see agriculture as that a policy, maybe a platform that the poor people will use to empower them and all that? No. But when we take it as a business, I think the narrative will change.
Okay. Let me come to you, the secretary. What is the prospect in terms of arable lands for cash crop production in Edo State? How viable is this?
Yeah, thank you very much, Victor. By the grace of God, right now as we speak, much have not been done in that regard. And by the grace of God, Facan, as we speak, has a project that we are running now with ADP, about 50,000 cashew nuts to be pre-nursed and shared to cash crop to farmers in Edo State.
Okay.
By so doing, we discovered that most of these variables were neglected over time. If you see, there's alarming rate of desertification in Nigeria. Yeah. Vis-a-vis Edo State. Okay. Nobody wants to plant anything that relates to trees again. So we found out that it would be wise for us, Facan, in Edo State, to help eliminate those blights and remove those ugly heads, so that when there are enough of trees, for instance now, 50,000 cashew nuts is jetted in Edo State. Let me tell you, the economic fortune is very high. And the farmers they serve, they are going to smile. Okay. And with what our coordinator, the state chairman, did, he went as far to Elementary Store to farm to source for those hybrid, and that one will at least revive the economic system of the state. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Let's talk about. I mean, three senatorial districts: Edo South, Central, and North. What have you identified?
Okay. When I came on board, immediately I got the appointment in Abuja. I came, the first thing we did was to do soil analysis. Then after the soil analysis, we carry out identification. Then our soil analysis that we have today have given us opportunity to explore the agribusiness sector. Why? Because the Edo North is good for oilseed product and nuts. The Edo Central is good for oilseed product and food crops. The Edo South is good for both tree crop and food crop. So with this identification, we're able to know that, okay, some of these products can be planted in Edo North, some of these products can be planted in Edo Central, some of these products can be planted in Edo South. And what we did, we didn't stop there. We first of all went ahead to select some viable exportable product after the identification and soil analysis. The same sesame seed, which is one of the top exportable products in Nigeria today, we went to Agbede, we went to Warake and do a test run. And it went out successfully. Okay. We have about 4 trucks where a ready buyer was there to buy it off. Wow. And we signed a contract ahead of time because that is what we do as Facan. We create the market, we create the value, then we develop the farmers. So after the analysis, we did a test run. It was wonderful. Granite can do well in a donut, very well. Sesame can do well in a donut, very well. Soya bean can do well in a donut, very well. Now, cashew can do well in a donut, very well. Edo Central can go for sesame and cashew nut, as well as cocoa. Edo South can focus on cocoa and as well as Duga nut. Yes. You get it? Okay. So the problem have been identification, which Facan have done. Okay. Then another problem was that analysis, because we have an academic history that Edo South we can plan this. Nobody's really having time to dig fat,
do research,
you know, to really see what we can do. And again, we have a problem of putting farmers at the back end of this industry, you know, of the food industry. Yeah. Now, the farmers in the north, most times we have warehouses. My company have warehouses all over before I become Facan chairman. Till now, we still have warehouses across Nigeria. About 11 warehouses we have. Now, I discovered that in the north, these people smile home. The farmers go home smiling. At the end of every year, they know what they're talking about. They can take care of so many things. Okay. You see people putting more effort in developing this product. Okay. But in the south here, we discovered that farmers are suffering. Why? Because they are relying on one history of planting cassava, maybe doing plantain and all that. They are viable. Okay. But is it, have you checked the value? Because when you know the value of a thing, abuse is inevitable. Yes. So the value of this product matters first. Okay. Now, if a ton of sesame is going for 520,000 at the moment, and a ton of cassava is going for highest 52,000 now, before it was 15,000, that means it's not, you can't compare.
They are not the same scale.
They are not the same scale. That means about 15 ton of cassava is going for 1 ton of sesame. Yeah. And what is the what is the duration?
And these crops you're saying now, they can be produced in
I said we have done it.
Wow, you've done the test run on
yes,
it.
We have
okay,
done
now
it.
let's go because we don't have so much time. How can more farmers take advantage of what Facan is providing? Youths out there, how can they explore this opportunity? And then how can they also reach you? Let me get you to respond. I'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, brother moderator. By the grace of God, on this Friday, we are organizing a stakeholders meeting primarily for the real farmers, not political farmers. Okay. And that program, we want to interface with farmers, want to share their pains, want to equally tell them that this is what Facan has come to do in Edo State. For the fact that things go the way it went when farmers were not benefiting, but right now I want to position farmers, and that is why we are announcing this 50,000 cashew nut to be shared with farmers. And the youth, as we speak, we are going to organize the youth in the territorial to engage farming, because the program is tagged, the word is here, Edo State. Because we want to tell the youth that yes, you can do something with your hands. Not just leaving your comfort zone and say you are going to a place where you know you cannot make anything. With your hands, you can make your money, you can make your fortune. Okay. So we are telling our people now that yes, the main farmers come to Facan, come to that meeting, and when you see the Facan escort.
So the meeting is on
Friday at ADP.
ADP.
Yeah, it's taken off by
all right, let me get a final word from you on how more people can take advantage of what Facan is providing.
Okay, what we are trying to do as Facan is to bring out a platform that nobody have any choice than to go into this platform. Because as we speak now, we have about 11 to 13 foreign companies, both who are exporters, that told us, oh, go to Edo State. If they can plant this product, we are going to buy 100%. Wow. Now, they are going to give them contract ahead of time. And the things we are doing, the note we are sharing, and the sesame we are going to be sharing for farmers is free of charge. No money from government.
So that's just take the seeds.
Yeah, you go and plant.
No seed to harvest.
Yes, before you finish planting, there is a market ready for you.
That's the money is ready for you. So
it's ready for you. I don't see why government, because every farmer, they have this. I've been in the agri-business for many years now. Wow. This is one thing you should know. If a farmer understands the product and the value of what you want to plant, government can't force you to do it. Absolutely. Government don't need to give you money. Absolutely. If you go to Edo North as we speak now, many youth are planting cashew nut all over. Wow. Levetis farm had the highest cashew farm in Edo State. Wow. I have my own cashew farm there. Wow. Now, everybody is planting without government support because they know the value.
Okay, all right. I'm sure we'll have you guys here again to talk more, but our time is up. Enahoro Ojefo is the state chairman of Facan, as well as Morogbe Joseph, who is the secretary, giving us insight into the potentials. I mean, if you look at Enahoro and he tells you he's a farmer, you wouldn't believe, you probably would think that he's one of the senators, one of the senatorial district. Anyway, thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you.
It's the TMI. We take a short break. We'll be back with you right after this break. Don't go away.